Hey everyone, it's Juno with Detour Shirts. In this video, we're going to talk about fonts, more specifically, my top 10 favorite fonts on Printify. That's right, Printify can actually design t-shirts. You can do it right in the app right there. I'm going to show you how to do it. And they have a whole bunch of fonts, and I'm going to show you which ones are my 10 favorite fonts. Now, some of these fonts can be found in other places like Canva and Kittl, but I'm going to show you in Printify the top 10 t-shirt fonts that I think would work well for most t-shirts when you're designing in Printify. So let's go to Printify right now and I'll show you where to find this and the top 10 fonts that I picked. All right, so here we are on Printify, printify.com, and the way to do this is act like you're going to create a design. So I'm going to just go in here into catalog, and then I'm going to pick a t-shirt. And the one I like is the Bella Canvas 3001, so I'm going to pick that one. And you can just come on here and say start designing right here. So let's click that. And you can see it's right there, easy. We're gonna just pick a font. So we got add text here. And you can see just there's a ton of fonts, right? Now, if you're doing your designs in here, you can do graphics here. So you have those kinds of graphics. There are templates. There's also AI stuff that you can do here, but you can also drag in an AI design. So let me show you what I mean. I'm gonna pull in a design that I've been working on that I created from ChatGPT. I'm just gonna pull it in here. You can see it uploads. So you can do this as well. You can design in here if you have artwork that you already bought, maybe from Creative Fabrica or from ChatGPT, and you knocked out the background. You can do it in here. It takes a little long, but you can see this is real time. I'm not fast forwarding or anything. And it's going to add it to your library so you can use it again. And you can pick the colors of the t-shirt too. So let's do that. So you can see here, there's the cool beans that I got from ChatGPT. I knocked out the background so you can see if I did instead of white. Oh, sorry. I should pick from here, dark gray. You can see right there, it is knocked out, but I'm going to use white for now so that we can see what we're doing. So the first font that we're going to use here that I like is called Bungee. So I'm going to scroll down here, Bungee. Now this one can be found, I believe Kittl has it, or I believe Canva have it. I know I've seen it before. I love it because it's a nice big font and it's spelled like that, Bungee, and you can see it up here. And it's nice and thick and wide. So if you need something that has a shorter word but needs to take up more space, it's nice to have a wide font. And so this is why it's one of my favorites. And it's really easy to read. So I can do something like cool, right? It's a short word. I can stretch it across here. And I could do beans under here like this. I think you can't hold down Option and drag. No, this one you have to actually hit T again and then do Bungee again. Yeah. So that's how you do two words. Cool beans, right? It works. Good for short words that you want it to make longer. Now, that's font number one. I think it works really good for that kind of stuff. Let me show you my second font. The second font I want to show you is kind of a playful font, and I'm going to just type it in here instead of scroll. It's called Luckiest Guy. I've also seen this one before. It's kind of a wide font too, but it's more playful so I could do cool like that. And let's see how that looks. I think this matches more the playful look for cartoon kind of font. So also wide, but it matches, right? It's kind of playful, kind of Kool-Aid looking or cartoon looking. You can see the difference here between this. And it's nice to pair these together too. So I can do that, cool beans, and it works, right? Okay, so we got those two. This one was Bungee. This one is Luckiest Guy. Luckiest Guy, you can see it right there too. All right, so let's move on to my third pick for fonts. And I'm just going to leave this one right here, and we're just going to change the font from here, which you can do, and I'm going to just type it in, and it is Anton. Now we have the wide font, and now we have this skinny font. Now the skinny font is good if you're going to have longer words. So if you're going to do like cool beans all one word, now there's more letters. Now you need it to be more condensed, and that's what this is really good for, is for longer words, or when you're going to add more than one word together, that you need that space to kind of condense the letters. And you can see that fits a lot better the two words than the other one did because of its condense. So this one's called Anton, and I've seen this one before. It's a very popular font across a lot of different platforms, but it's really easy to read, really thick. That's what we're looking for on t-shirts. Thick, easy to read. You can see it from far away because when you do the thumbnail, you're going to want some thicker fonts. And of course, you can change the colors on these fonts to whatever you need right here, to these colors. So you can see if we needed that in a different color, you can. All right, so that's number 3. Number 4, let's do another one. I'm going to go in here and type it in. And that is, I don't know how exactly you say this, but it's Statliches, I think that's how it is. It's another condensed font, not as thick as Anton, so if you don't need it super thick, you can still use this one. It's all caps again, but I think it's nice and clean and easy to read again, so it's just another version. We can put the other one over here. Let me show you the difference between this one and Anton. The nice thing about Anton is you don't have to use it all caps. There is upper and lower case, but this one is all caps. I don't believe it's, yeah. So there's no lower case on this one. So, but it's still a great font. So, see, you can do that. Or we could do, we are cool beans. I don't know, something like that. I don't think that phrase would sell, but you can see the difference between these two fonts. Let me do cool beans again so you can see all caps cool beans with Anton, and all caps cool beans with this one. You can see this one's a little thicker than that, and honestly like taller too. So they both do really well. It depends how thick and bold you want it, but they're both really easy to see and really easy to read. So my 5th font, we're gonna go, so the first 2 were wide, the next 2 were narrow. We're also gonna need a slab serif, and one of a nice slab serifs is this one, Alpha Slab 1. So we're gonna change it to that. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Upper lower case as well, so that's nice. And I think this one's used a lot with t-shirt designers too. Real easy to read, very bold, nice bold serif, slab serif font, because it's got these big thick serifs, right? So that's what it's called, a slab serif. And I think it works really well for cartoon or for any kind of design. I think this could work for athletic designs as well, because of the slab serif. The 6th font that I like, I'm gonna type it in here, I'm not sure how to say this, is Leck Leckerly 1, and this is a cool script font. I'm gonna change the color back to black down here so you can see. I think this is a nice script font. The thing you have to be careful with on script fonts, sometimes they can be very thin and hard to read, but this one is not. This is a thicker script font, and I think it's still pretty easy to read, which is why I picked it. You should have a script font, your go-to script font. I think this is a good go-to script font if you're on here with Printify, and you can see it matches really well with this design as well. Number 7 is a kind of a 70s retro font, and I've shared this one before, and I'm so glad it's on here because this one can do well by itself. It doesn't even need a graphic. So I'm going to move this graphic out of here and I'll show you what I mean. This one is called Monotone. Really cool font here. I would use it with all caps. So let's do this. And then I'm just going to do vintage with all caps. And you may have seen designs like this before with vintage, and I'm gonna do another one. Where they just change the colors, right? You can come in here, change the color to red, and then change this color to like, I don't know, like an orange and so on. Isn't that cool? That's just like such a cool looking font that you could use. And I mean, I guess it could work with these beans, but I think it's more by itself. It could work really well. So there you go. Monotone, I believe that's how you say it, monotone. And it's just a cool 70s font that it works with a lot of retro kind of designs. It works with cartoons too, but I think by itself you can do a lot with it just because of the lines itself. It's its own artwork with all these lines in here. So font number 8 for this video, I'm gonna use this one. This is more of a cartoony one, and it's Bangers. I love this font. It's very cartoony. I think it's all caps. Yeah. So, but see how cool it is? It's almost like a comic book font, and it works well with these. I would probably not use orange in this case, maybe brown here. Cool beans, really nice. All right, so the other one, let's see, we're on number 9 now. So number 9 is a fun font that I found, and I'll add it to here, another one, and it's called Freckle Face. And I'll put it right here. And you can see these two kind of work well together because they're comic booky. So I'm gonna put this BFF for life or something like that, right? Now this isn't trending, but I just want to show you how it looks like together, these two. You got the caps and the lowercase, so this one does have upper and lowercase, and it's still fun. And it can work well with these two, but I think it's another one to have if you're going to do cartoon style designs, if you need something to make people look at your t-shirt. I think this one has a life of its own and can really sell a t-shirt because it does really well. And again, you can put all of these on a dark t-shirt and then make these text white to stand out too, right? So maybe this is yellow or something like that. You can see just really fun font. All right, so for the last one, we're gonna need another kind of font, and I like using the marker font. So the marker font that I like here is called Permanent Marker. Look at that, that's a really cool font too. This one by itself can really bring some life to the page if you're doing some things. So let's put it up here. Cool. Look at that. That just makes it cool, right? And I forgot, you can't use option. You have to come back in here and type in permanent marker. And then I keep going there for the color. It's up here. Cool beans. Cool beans, real easy to read there. And it works. So I'm gonna put all of them on here right now. Give me a second and I'll put them all here on a white t-shirt. All right, so here are the top 10 all on one t-shirt. My top 10: Brungy, Luckiest Guy, Anton, Statliches, Alpha Slab 1, Liquorly 1, Monotone, Bangers, Freckle Face, and Permanent Marker. These are all easy to read. They're made for t-shirts. I think these will do really well. Now there's lots more in here you can see, and I think a lot of them are used for other things, but I think these can be used really well for t-shirt designs. If there are any others in here, if you found any others that you really like, let me know in the comments. I'll take a look at them and let you know what I think. But I think these, if you have these saved and be some of your favorites, I think these can do really well on t-shirts. Use them here, use them with your designs. I think it works really good with cartoon and clip art. Depending on which one you need, I think there's a good enough variety here to be used on all kinds of different t-shirt designs. So there you go, pretty quick video. I just wanted to share with you my top 10 fonts if you're using Printify and designing on there, and what kinds of fonts work well with t-shirts. You notice there's wide ones, there's skinny ones, but they all were very easy to read, and they work pretty good with the design that I put on there. And I think it can work with a variety of designs. So try them out, see how you like them. If you haven't used Printify before, it's great for Etsy or your Shopify store. I have a link in the description if you want to start it. It's an affiliate link, but you can try Printify out and see how it works for you. I also have this video here with Printify. I have a bunch of them actually, but this is my latest one right here. You can watch that one to learn more about Printify and what it can do. Thanks again for watching, and as always guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.